old still licking whatever fucking comes across her path. Like
Like
she's sticky and
like mother like daughter, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Just
she get it from
incorrigible,
her
dude.
mama.
Incorrigible, dude. That's nuts. You know, genes are strong. Anyway,
I gotta
that's
send you. I'm gonna send you our I posted it, but I'll send you our Mardi Gras video of my middle child walked around all Mardi Gras day in her possum costume, mind you, and just fucking danced everywhere. Like she was just. And then I've got a picture of like the Be Feral sign that like we walked past, and she's like spinning her little. I love her.
that was
I love
very
all of
cute.
my children, obviously, but
Yeah. Anyway,
she really thrives in those settings. Like my oldest, he's autistic and has ADHD, so he gets a little overstimulated sometimes. And my youngest is just feral. She's just trying to fuck shit up. Like you got to keep your head on a swivel. But yeah, Alina
it's
just
like
wants to dance and say hello
you
to
took
everybody.
like cups of Carly and filled them up with different kids. That's funny.
Well, that is
I know.
genetics.
Yeah.
How it
Thanks.
works.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the stork arrives and then just gives you. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go to Puerto Rico. Let's get like a big like MTV Cribs house, like, and just
Sounds like a fucking great idea.
yeah, let's just get
I'm in.
weird.
I think we get separate
Yeah.
hotels, actually. We'll meet you there. I'll see you there.
Rude.
I will see you there.
You've
Okay?
seen me get weird multiple times, and it's always a fucking good time.
I know. That's why I'm gonna keep you and my girlfriend apart. That's what I'm saying. When it's
It was
witching
like I don't
hour.
have enough bail money for both. Like I'm gonna have to make choices.
Yeah. Great. All right, kid. Have a lovely evening.
Uses. Oh, update. I'm not counting any chickens before they hatch. They have come back to me with an offer of 10 years finance, no interest, no payments, same amount, no restrictions on the building whatsoever. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to use it as an animal rescue. Like, that's obviously the intention, but yeah.
I guess all those bomb threats we called in worked. See, kids, it pays to commit crimes. These are jokes. Obviously joking. That's well, okay, interesting. I want to hear more, but you have an attorney.
No, I mean it hurts, and I've told all of them this. Like I'm still emotionally whiplashed from everything that has happened. But like from a business standpoint, like when I take all of my emotions out of it, from a business standpoint, it's a
You
good
can say
deal.
whatever you want.
You're giving me permit. Oh yeah, yeah. So it's not only can I say whatever I want, but I can utilize the building however I need to. So originally, I was required to keep it as an animal rescue for 20 years minimum, which is what I would still want to do. Like the goal of the building is an animal rescue. But if I'm going to take out a loan to buy this building and I get in $100,000 deep and we're unearth an ancient Indian burial ground, and I'm like, fuck, what am I supposed to do with this building now? Like,
Well,
I
you
can
pivot. You
now
obviously pivot to a haunted house. Obviously, haunted animal
naturally,
rescue.
which I would not be able to do under the original terms. So
I think also 10 years, Carly. Under new Uzbekistan, the rules are going to be different. When we're living in New Belarus, when
I'm not going to be able
Louisiana
to
is
own
sold
property.
when it's
So
sold to Slovenia, yeah, I think we're going to be fine, dude. I think at that point they're going to nuke Iran in like 20 minutes. It's signed whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything's monopoly now. It doesn't nothing. It's all made up, dude. This is all. Everything's fine. Our dollar's gonna go to zero, and then you have a fucking then you have an old gas station from which you can fight off the zombies.
It's a bunker. I mean, it's a real beefy building.
Yeah,
So
dude. You're good. This is great. Allegedly. Anyway,
just not
that's
before
exciting.
Puerto Rico.
Let's temper our expectations.
And that's what I told them. I was like, we agreed to terms. I said, I'm not counting anything before they hatch until paperwork is signed. Because I have lived these last 2 years with an open heart and an open everything. And like, I've just,
Yeah, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I will remain cautiously optimistic for you, and I'm sure as will we all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Tell Hoobastank I said.
Sup.
Sup. Hey,
You're
tell
the
the
best.
girlfriend I said.
No. Goodbye.
Sup.
Bye.
Bye.
Our fucking internet was super laggy. Exciting. We do love her. Marissa, you don't think that I can read these comments, dude? I gotta fight all these women for my girlfriend's affection. It's exhausting, dude. It's exhausting, and also that is 100% of the threat. It's 100% the threat. There's any man. It's actually kind of funny. Any man that goes to talk to her, she's just like, she's so mean about it. She's like, get the ew. Horrendous. I feel bad for them. I watch this in real time, and like if I approached a woman being like, "Hey, you're really pretty," and she was like, "Ew," die. I don't know. I don't know that I would survive that. But she is fucking ruthless. And then, however, any woman that approaches, she's like, "Oh my god, you're so hot," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, shit, I can't leave this woman alone." God damn it. Whatever. It's just, hey, come over here. I was watching the other week. Some dude shot his shot in the gym. She shot his shot in the gym. He came over and was like, "You're really pretty," and she was like, first of all, of course. I watched the whole thing. She goes like this. I felt like going over to him and being like, "It's okay, dog. You're already in the gym. Let's get fucking huge about it. Let's just work some of that off. That's gonna keep me up for days." I would just be staring at the fucking ceiling after that. Just be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna die alone. I'll never approach another girl." Like, he didn't have a shot, and he's pretty Republican coded. But I watched it happen. And I was like, "Gee whiz." I feel bad. That's my girlfriend. Oh God. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, Marissa, I am locked on to you. Okay, relax. I can't believe Hoobastank and I are going to be best friends. You can't fight us all. I can. I can fight enough. God, they're so good. Anyway. Woke Queen Alyssa Liu wins. God, where have all these people been? Yeah, where are the fucking Republicans, dude? John Stone is probably going to pop in. Who's John Stone? John Smith? Freaking out about Ken Wexner's. I missed most of it. Lex Wexner. What did I say? I didn't see. I saw the women. I saw USA Hockey win, though, in fucking OT. Holy shit. Did you see that fucking goal? Where's Forsberg? Did you guys see the OT winning goal by this woman? Oh, God. They're so good. That was fucking all-time goal. All-time goal. And Hillary Knight's tying goal. Come from behind OT winner. Like, you... Okay, let me just... I know a lot of you. You were all kids. You played pretend. You played pretend in the basement of my fucking house on my rollerblades, just scoring the OT goal in the Olympics. Holy, for gold. You can't script that any better. You can just you can't write it any better than that. It's fucking amazing. And the fucking, oh God, she deked her out of her fucking pads and then went 5-hole. That's nuts, dude. Oh. Second time I felt patriotic all year. Oh, maybe America's not that bad. I heard the eagle scream right as she fucking tapped it in. Anyway. I went back to hating America right after that. The fuck is this puddle of mud? Seether? What is this? What the fuck? Hey. Couldn't see what cat was making that noise. I got nervous that my other cat was hanging off the fucking ledge somewhere. Why do they keep playing? What is this? All right, anyway. Was it not 5-hole? Whatever. Can I come talk, bro? No. Historically, hang on. How much to block F-Man forever? Let's get over 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. 200 of you. That's it. We were 1,500 before TikTok fucked us into oblivion. 1,500. I just want to get back to 1,000. Start subscribing. I will block him. I'll block him the minute that number says 1,000. We can have multiple goals. By the way. Super fans. Whatever. Super fan. Deuce. Whatever. I don't know the difference.
Hi. Okay, I didn't expect you to actually let me up here. Can you hear me?
Can do.
Am I loud?
You're fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm collecting myself here. Okay, so this is probably really irrelevant. You probably can't help me, and I'm probably really silly. But let me explain. So 3 nights ago, I was in a live and they quickly it ended and it dropped me into somebody else's live, which was older millennial. Now, I've never seen his live. I know he's a complete idiot. I've seen your videos. He's a complete fool. And I should have left right away, but I was stupid enough that I didn't. And I was in the comment section and they were saying stupid shit, so I said he's a liar. Okay? And I proceeded, I know I'm an idiot, to argue with the comment section full of morons that he's a liar. And out of nowhere, he stops what he's saying because he wasn't paying any attention to me or the chat and says, Mackenzie, if I'm a liar, what have I lied about? And I'm like, oh my God, like everything. That's like your whole thing on here. And he's like, no, give me an example. Of course, I can't give him an example because I don't pay close enough attention. I just know from the depths of my soul that he's a liar. So I said, I can't give you an example. And he immediately sends me a box request. And I'm like, yeah, no. But he keeps sending me a box request. So stupid me. I know this is really stupid. I'm like, I'm going to go up there and I'm just going to explain that the absence of examples does not mean that there are no examples in existence. And so I tried to do that and it didn't go so well, of course. And he cut me off, yeeted me from his live, and then said to me, I want you to go get some examples and come back and talk to me. Because apparently he thinks I'm a complete and utter idiot when really I'm actually pretty educated. But anyway, words are cheap.
Older millennial, I think in reverse chronological order that I can remember, he just lied about poll tax not being a real thing. He just lied about Mamdani taxing the middle class. He lied about the like post-birth abortion murder bill. There's like a greatest hits that I can give. He lied about St. Louis being Brooklyn, New York. He lied about
about Alex Peretti. That was a big one that he took out his pew pew. That's a massive one. And I'm looking for examples that big. The thing is that I can go and I can search through all these like endless videos of examples of people calling him out. But the problem is that I don't know. I'm afraid if I give him a list of examples that people are going to be like, whoa, there's much bigger examples out there. Like they don't feel big enough. I feel like I'm missing stuff. And I thought you might know.
Here's what's important. Don't fucking bother.
No, I know that already. I know that. I totally know that there's no winning with him. I know.
Yeah, you could talk about
winning.
You could talk about his Ponzi scheme that he started to defraud his fans that he just stole like $2.5 million. You can talk about like, yeah, he's just but the point is that like you're talking to a fucking sea turtle. He can't understand.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
No, I get that. He's just going to yeet me from his live again, or he's going to deflect, or he's going to move the goalposts, or he's going to pivot. Like, I know that there is absolutely no winning with that fool. And I don't think that my goal really is winning. I think that he thinks that I'm really that stupid that he would challenge me to come back when he knows damn well there are very many.
Hubris is the word that you're looking for. He is operating under the assumption that I can't tell. Either he knows that he lies and he just won't have you back up, or the fact that or he just doesn't think that he lies. But we know, like, whether it's a lie of omission or just a fully just fabricating a fucking narrative, all he does is lie and be wrong. If you search "good trouble older millennial,"
I know.
It should just come up with 15 videos of me debunking it.
Okay, I'll check your videos out. I know it's endless examples of him lying. I try to pull the big ones. Okay, go ahead.
Here's what you should do. He should bring you up, and what you should have queued up is just the audio of him saying, "Oh my God, I'm peeing. Oh God, I'm peeing. I can't stop peeing." That's it. That would be the biggest fucking like.
I'm ready.
That would be that would make him feel the way he's making you feel. That's it. Just have that queued up somewhere to play it. very loudly and just be like, let me just play you a small audio clip of you lying here. And it's just him lying
my God,
down in a
that's
puddle of his own pee. So it's technically him lying.
Really funny. That's really funny. Guys, I can see here and there, but I'm not good at this, so I can't pay attention to what he's saying and read what you're telling me at the same time. So just so you know, I see some of your comments, but I'm just not multitasking very well. Anyway, I
fine.
really
I also-
appreciate that.
Sure. Don't worry about it. He's a piece of shit. Appreciate Mackenzie. And the other alternative is to just go about your day and not think about this literal tub of lard.
Yeah, you know, I'm not bothered. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not bothered at all. I honestly, this is for my own entertainment. I'm not going to change anybody's mind. I'm not going to get him to concede. I mean, it's not going to happen. And honestly, I think it's a grift. I think that people are calling him
100%.
a grifter are right. I think he knows what he's doing, and he knows that he doesn't check his information, and he doesn't care. And most of the time he ignores people that are calling him out. Absolutely. So I'm sure that even if I tried to give a list, that
You're
he
fine.
wouldn't listen to me. He would just
You're right.
cut me off. So I
just
think you're
take
you're
the opportunity to do something very funny. Make sure it's recorded and just do that. That's what I would say.
I think that is brilliant. I think that if I have the need to make a list, I should just make a video that nobody will watch because I'm a nobody. But I
Make a list and be prepared if he doesn't kick you off. But it would be very funny if you're like, okay, I prepared a list of you lying down face first in a puddle of your own pee here.
Do you guys know if he has a schedule for going live? Because he hasn't gone live again. Is it just here and there, or?
I think it's whenever he remains conscious.
Yeah, he seems
Mackenzie,
to be.
I appreciate you. Thanks for coming up, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.
very
Keep me
much.
posted.
I appreciate it. Oh, and
course.
don't read my long message that I sent you. It's really embarrassing and really long. Just, you are.
Oh, God, I hit the button. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kick you off. Don't worry. I don't read DMs. Famously. I really didn't mean to kick you off. I'm so sorry. I promise I won't read. I won't read it, dude. Why does Seether keep playing? That's true, actually, Marissa. How much? Any Republicans in here? F man. No, I said Republicans. I said Republicans. Not barely sentient fucking toenail fungus. Hoobastank fucking rules, dude. My foot is falling asleep, but I can't do anything about it. What is this? God. We can try the background for a minute. It's pretty worthless, though. I keep trying. Marissa just fucking muted him, dude. I saw you. Big swings. Big swings, Marissa. Appreciate you, dude. I know it's spelled wrong. I talked about this yesterday. I spelled it wrong intentionally to have people like disarmed. They're gonna come up here and be like, I'm smarter than this guy. The regular Republicans, they're gonna go, oh, you spelled Republican wrong. I'm like, you're right. As I was making it, I was like, I'm spelling this wrong. Again, crucially, you are assuming that they can read. I do. I just want Republicans to come and talk to me, though. Marissa, you know how you muted F-Man? Works both ways, okay? You'll be the first moderator I've ever muted. I wouldn't. I would never. I do think I'm the shit. Fucking Q is not a regular Republican. He's a cool Republican. Hey Q, both parties are horrible. Understand where we are. SD, you're such a fucking weirdo. For years, you're just like unrepentantly the fucking weirdest guy. She can unmute herself. April, can you unmute Q? Oh, fuck shit. Is this yellow card? Holy shit. Thanks. Because I don't want to talk to Q. I'm just curious about Q's, like... Q, is your support for Donald Trump waning at all? Thanks, Bobby. Nice, dude. Q, is your support waning at all? Do you guys ever hear the term industry plant? What if we got a guy and he played the fiddle in a screamo, in an emo band? What if no, fiddle works, dude. Does not mean I don't love this band. Absolutely, it got me. But they're an industry plant. Did you hear they played like the MTV live once and he was fucking abysmal. Couldn't hit a note. Like couldn't hit the side of a barn. And like they disappeared off the face of the earth. Couldn't fucking anyway, sorry. You're right, Marissa. Did Q say something? I couldn't read. Q, what's your support level still going? What do you think? Q, send me a big gift and you can come up again. Damn, dude. Damn, he got me. He called that bluff. He called that bluff. Wait, hang on, let's see. Yeah, it was $20. That's worth an answer. What happened, dude? I hit accept and he left. That's crazy. Come back, dude. You had your minute. What the hell? I don't give you money. Mute. Sorry, SD. Wait, did someone block Q? Good trouble selling out now for guests. No. Godsmack, what the fuck? Sometimes though, when it's funny. When it's funny, F-Man, you want to come up here, dude? Just start making it rain. Make it rain, dude. Send me a fun thing. Here's my thing. I have to suffer through your like idiot jawings, you know? Make it worth my while. Send me money. That'll buy you some time. F-Man, recharge your coins, bud. Recharge those coins. Rack art, that's crazy. AFI, holy shit. Okay. Hoobastank fucking rules. Who were we talking about yesterday? Oh, I was talking to my barber today, and he said, who was it? He he had shirts made that said 311 is a good band. And I think that is fucking hilarious. And I think I want to make that t-shirt for Hoobastank. Hoobastank is a good band. That's very fucking, that's funny. That's an objectively funny fucking t-shirt. That's like Nickelback is a good band. You know what I'm saying? Stick with what you love. I like 311. Don't get me wrong. 311 was an inside job. Hilarious. Hilarious. Is Dodgers, are you a Republican? I can't tell. All right, well, this is boring. Sorry. This didn't work. We tried. You like the Wiggles? We don't need to type everything. We don't have to type everything. I love Thrice, but no one else does. I love Thrice. Andrea. I absolutely love Thrice. All right, we'll just talk about it. Let's see what's in the news. CBS, ICE, SAVE Act, voter suppression. I made a video about that. Iran. I mean, we'll see. We don't really know what's going on. That's bad, dude. There's no... Yeah, Cuba too. Holy shit. I like the UFO thing. We knew. That's when all those videos and those court hearings were happening like during Biden's presidency and like during Trump's presidency, where like pilots were coming out and be like, yeah, we have no explanation for this. and it was moving at like 25,000 miles an hour, and then it was just gone. And like but what's crazy is like in another time, in another slower time, that would have been like earth shattering. That would have been the story. And this is just like we don't have the bandwidth for aliens right now. I don't care. We're not gonna have healthcare in a minute. 15 million Americans get kicked off of healthcare and people are gonna die. They're gonna start a war in Iran. The president of the United States is mentioned in these files about like trafficking children 38,000 times. Aliens exist. That's cool. Get off of my fucking. I don't have the bandwidth, though, brother. What's crazy about this is, I bet that he had a briefing about this in his first presidency, and he was like, "We got to keep this in our back pockets. We got to keep this in our back pockets." Holy shit! What the fuck did I miss here? We got to keep this in our back pockets in case shit gets really sideways and we need to distract them in a hurry. Is what I was trying to say. Sorry, I got an email. And so like, now is like, oh shit o'clock, right? They're like, he's like, I'm all over these fucking files. What are we gonna do? Oh, aliens. And then he released the aliens, and they like, whatever the fuck. And then everyone's like, that's cool. Anyway, about these fucking files, Ted Lieu is dragging you over the coals. That's nuts. He was like, aliens are real, and everyone was like, don't care. Epstein. Uh-oh. You guys see that SNL skit with about the one with Ryan Gosling and what's her name? Fuck, I can't remember her name. Weird Barbie. What's her name? Come on, nerds. Kay McKinnon, thank you. Where she's a Trump supporter. I mean, not obviously, but like that's every Trump supporter. She's just like, yeah, and then they did butt stuff, and then Cecily Strong too. Who passed away? Dr. Sloan? Eric Dane. There's a lot of people that died this last couple of weeks, hey? Oh, Eric. Oh, same person. Whoa. That happened very fast, I feel like. ALS is so scary. ALS is the scariest among other things. Like, there's all kinds of horrors, but ALS is like just nope, no thanks, absolutely not, nope. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I shouldn't say that. What else can we talk about? Aliens, right? Holy shit. Sorry. Cuba. Lex Wexner. You see that clip? The only clip I've seen today of Lex Wexner is the lawyer like loudly whispering in Lex Wexner's ears, if you say more than 5 words to any of these questions, I'm going to kill you. Ha ha ha. But they're joking. They're both like, it was a joke. He was joking. But like, fuck you, lawyer. Earning the like, keeping up the stereotype of like seedy, disgusting people becoming lawyers. This guy is defending Lex Wexner during this. I don't know, like, if Lex Wexner came up to me and was like, hey man, I will give you $1 million a day to defend me. I would be like, no. No, man. Nah. Nope. Don't think I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. Oh, God. Sorry. Europeans are saying they're doing their own investigations. They are. We started the jump tonight talking about how the fact that, like, Korea jailed their former president for life for an attempted insurrection, and how that made me, like, furious with jealous rage. Like, why not us, dude? We're watching all this shit. We're watching fucking the British Parliament fall apart. They jailed an actual fucking former prince for his involvement in this shit. And we got nothing, dude. Land of the free, home of the brave. I make videos for nobody these days. Some of you see them, but there was like the people were like, there are no Democrats protesting this, and I'm like, why aren't you you said that you cared about this. Why are you not protesting? What is the dissonance that is like, why aren't you in the streets? We'll be there. I got news for you. If Republicans were like, no King's Day, but just for the Epstein files, we would be out there with you, you dumb fucking morons. But you're not. You don't give a shit. You haven't protested anything since the time you got lied to about an election. You have not protested one fucking thing. The only thing you do is burn your Nikes because Colin Kaepernick made you think about things. Take off your shirt. No. Not for free. Not on Beyonce's internet for free. Not for any money. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know what we're doing. I would like to do more research about what's happening in Cuba. Does anybody have a confident take about what's happening in Cuba that they would like to come and tell the class? What's up, Dr. Daydream?
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we talking about?
I don't know. You feeling particularly spicy. I felt like you wanted to come up here and talk.
It does get a little spicy. What are you talking about? You want a Cuban to talk to you on about Cuba?
Doesn't have to be Cuban.
I mean, what do you want to know about Cuba? It's like, I assume the socialism of Cuba, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, the socialism of Cuba.
Well, I can't give you that.
No shit. You don't know what Yeah, I know. Let's go wade into waters that you're more comfortable about. What's on your, how do you lean, Dr. Daydream?
Well, I was a Democrat until about 2020, then moved conservative. So I'm not a wholehearted conservative, So, but I do lean that way currently only because I feel like the left has moved further left than they were 10 years ago.
You don't like trans people.
No, I'm fine with trans people.
Oh, what was it? What was the left that we went to left?
It was that identity politics became the entirety of the Democrat Party.
Like what?
Well, Kamala Harris's entire thing was literally paying for trans surgeries in prisons, which was something that she was running on.
Oh my god, this is the best moment I've ever had on the fucking live. Holy shit.
You can look
Holy
it up.
shit.
Like I'm not
Holy
lying
shit.
about these things. I have
Please, somebody have that clip. Somebody have that clip. You guys have that clip.
if
Holy
you
shit.
have
As
the clip
music,
that says that I'm wrong,
hang
please
on.
play it.
I was like, you don't like trans
No, no,
people.
no, no,
And
no.
you're like, no, that's not it. And then Creed swelled from the background, and you were like, Kamala Harris was paying for trans surgeries, and I was like, I cannot describe to you how good that piece of
well, I'm sure that was
media
amazing
is.
for you. I'm sure
For
Creed
you.
was awesome for you. But
Tell us how you're fine with trans people again.
my sister is a trans individual. I love her dearly.
Okay. But you're just not comfortable with people advocating for her.
No, it's the politics all around that the left is pushing.
What?
I want my sister to be able to do what she wants. And she does have everything she wants. She is not bitching. She can go into restrooms
Why?
and do her own thing
Why?
without any issues.
Why? Because she passes.
What are you considering passing? That's more transphobic than anything else.
Why else would trans?
Like, what would
trans
you
people,
consider passing?
Why else would trans people have a difficult time going into the bathroom? if
She's
they
very
want?
overweight, and she has never had an
the
issue
fuck?
wherever she goes. You're the one who's saying, you're the one asking me where I think she's passing.
Yeah, because you're saying she uses whatever bathroom she wants.
Yeah, and she's fine doing
usually
it.
people, yeah,
She's fine
usually-
doing it. This is the thing
usually-
I'm saying. I'm saying
usually
she has no
people
problems
who
with
pass-
any of that. You're the one asking.
Fine, I'll do this. That's fine. People who use whatever bathroom they want aren't people that would be like calling attention to themselves, meaning they don't pass very well, despite wanting to use the bathroom that they most feel comfortable in. That's just logic, brother. Was your sister born female at birth?
No.
So you're just misgendering your supposed transgender sister.
No. No, she was my brother at birth. She became a sister, and now I treat her as a sister.
Got
So
it. Great.
I'm not
Very
misgendering her. I'm gendering
Good.
her. as
My
she
mistake.
wants.
I misunderstood.
So-
So like what is it? Because your sister is moving through life unburdened by similar issues that sort of plague trans people in America, you don't think that left-leaning politics set up to sort of protect other trans people should be going as far as they do?
No, I'm not talking about their setup. I'm talking about like trans in the military. That's the only thing that's talkable. That's the only political point that's actionable. You know what I mean?
No.
All right, well, I'll set it up. My sister cannot go into the military without having hormone treatment, which means that the cost of her going into the military is a bigger cost for her just to be out there. And honestly, heavy set, she's not going into the military. Doesn't need to be in the military. But her being with her whole setup, something that she says that herself, I need this to be here at any given time. And I can go into detail if you want me to, but it's going into like Six Flags. That's a problem. She needs to have.
Am I the only person having a very difficult time following what this person is fucking saying?
You're the one who said that she should, if she's not passing. So now you want me to explain why?
I
she
have
would
no
pass.
idea. I'm trying to figure out what your fucking point is. Your sister's
Okay,
trying
my
to get
point
into
is
the military.
My sister is my sister, and I love her for who she is. I don't understand where you're trying to come from.
I'm trying to figure out if you have a trans sister, and I asked you what left-leaning politics went too far. Your first thing was Kamala Harris wanted to pay for transgender surgeries.
That was my comment. And yes, she should.
Right.
They should.
They shouldn't do that.
To go into the military and then get trans surgeries or go into prisons, can't trans surgeries? No. Why would that be a thing that taxpayers pay for?
Okay, and you have a trans sister.
Yes.
Here's a question. How many trans surgeries do you think the military paid for?
I mean, that's a loaded question. One
Is it?
is too many. Why would you pay for someone's sexual orientation in the military for them to go out into combat?
Because the deal you make when you join the military is that your health care is covered. That's why.
That's not healthcare.
Yes, it is. Your sister would disagree.
No, she wouldn't. No, she
Really?
would not. No, she would not.
Really?
Absolutely. My sister is she was in the 90s a transvestite. Now she's trans. She moved with the movement. She knows that she's not a woman.
You don't have to surgically transition to live your life as you want to. But a lot of people
Okay, then why
choose
would
to
you
do
offer
that.
the option?
Why would you deny that of somebody like your own fucking sibling? Why would you say that that's not
She should pay
healthcare?
for that out of her own fucking pocket.
Why? Who give? We're
why
paying.
should
We're
yours-
paying for fucking Hellcat
why should
missiles
you- okay.
to bomb brown kids in Israel.
All right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
She should pay.
Exactly that. Why should you pay for my sister's sex change for her to
When
go
I have
bomb brown kids
bombs
in a different country?
bombs to pay for, because we should be paying for
no,
people's health
They
care.
have money to pay for both, and there's no reason for either.
I don't believe you
About what?
about your fucking sibling. I don't think that that's
You don't
true.
have to believe me.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying at all.
Really?
What? Why would I get on TikTok and just lie to some random guy I never talked to?
Oh, brother. Yeah, people never lie on the internet. Holy.
Okay. Well, and people also just never accuse people of lying on the internet. So we're at an impasse here, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, when one of us is
You're
fucking lying,
not going to let me ever have.
your whole
upper
point
hand.
is that like
You're never gonna
I
let me
asked you what
allow-
the fucking
even on a
by the way,
socialist-
when all of you people come up here and say I used to be a Democrat, now I'm a Republican, and it was because the left went too far left. It's always about trans people, and so like. And when I said that, you said no, that's not true. And then the immediate
Okay.
thing was yes, actually, it was about trans people. And then you launched into this other thing. All of those
No,
details
okay,
you're
no,
telling me
no, I
don't make
understand.
any fucking sense. They
I
don't
absolutely
line up
understand
with
what
your
you're
fucking
saying.
story, right?
'Cause what you're
So
doing
and
is
so what
the
you're
beautiful
doing
arc
is
of,
you're
oh,
making
you said
shit
this
up
and that.
to add to this fucking story. It would be very fucking like convincing if
Yeah,
you
very
had a
convincing.
trans sibling to like lay all of this anecdotal evidence. Your trans sister saying that like nobody should pay for my fucking surgery must
she
mean
is
that
a
everybody
90s
else should have
She's
gender
a
reaffirming
90s
care, right?
person who called herself a
Right?
transsexual.
No
in the
one
90s.
else.
And now you're saying that
because
she's
your
not real
sister
because she's
has a
not
fucking
woman.
your sister has
Because
a
what you're
has
saying
a
is that you're
has
just-
a fucking
you're just
like
going
is
on
a
about this whole
particular
thing about
stance on this.
they have to
No
have
one else's lived
surgeries, this,
experience
that,
should
the
be
other.
fucking
We
taken
could talk
care of, right?
over and over and over. We don't have to do
Yeah.
this.
That's fine. You can just sit here and lie or sit in silence, whatever. I just think that like it is invariably your fucking hang up with a boogeyman that has been designed specifically for idiots. For people who are so easily emotionally manipulated. They took instances of your sister and said, "Oh my God, isn't this terrible? We shouldn't be paying for this, our tax dollars." Meanwhile, we're paying like $95,000 a pen for the Pentagon, and it's all disappearing into the CIA. We shouldn't be paying for these surgeries for these 10 fucking people in the military. When we are just we have a $1 trillion fucking military budget, bigger than the next 20 countries combined, all of whom are our allies. You are so easily manipulated that you hear that and vote for the Republicans. That's fucking embarrassing. And it is orders of magnitude more embarrassing if you have a trans sibling, which, to reiterate, you fucking probably don't. Because if you did, if you cared about them, this would not be the reason you got pushed to the fucking other side. Because everybody on this side wants your sister to live as she wants to. Everybody on your side would prefer that she fucking go and die. And I don't like you. I don't like that position, frankly. It's fucking stupid. Does your sister know that you're up here talking about this shit? I doubt it.
What can't she do?
You were just talking about joining the military,
No.
right?
You said that. I'm saying that she can't do all this.
You said
shit.
she
When I
can't
said
join the
that, I
military,
said
right?
I love her as who she is.
She
Tell
can't
me
join the
something my
military,
sister-
right?
I've
That's
seen
what
my
you
sister
said.
go through 25 years of this shit,
Yeah.
and you're telling me that she's not real. Tell
You
me
said-
something right now that my sister cannot do.
Join the military now because
Yeah.
of Pete Hegseth.
Why would she? She's fucking 38 years old.
So why were you bringing that up as a fucking point? You brought up
Because
your
we're
own
talking
point
about
that she can't do this one thing.
transsexuals, right?
Not transsexuals.
She's a trans, and it's not a
Gender.
transsexual.
No. Sex and gender are
Transgender
different.
isn't
Yeah,
transsexual?
you got it. Nope.
So the language changes, and all of a sudden,
Yeah,
we're
and we
on
can
top.
learn. Some of us can learn. Some of us are just sort of
Okay, I'm
bubble-headed
basing
morons.
it off of what my sister says, and I love everybody. I love drag queen shows. I watch that shit with her. I love RuPaul. I do all of that stuff with her.
Cool.
And you're saying that I'm the bad person.
Yeah, in the sense that you're kind of like erasing other people's fucking lived identity. Still,
Whose?
yeah, a little bit.
My sisters?
Other people who are desperate
Who?
to live as
Who
they
exactly am I erasing?
How is this fucking difficult?
No. You're not giving me examples.
Yeah, I said. You are upset that Democrats want, in this instance, military service members to get health care. That is your fundamental. That was your fundamental position. Is that like
Yes.
that the government shouldn't be paying for certain elective procedures for military service members.
Elective is the big number one word, isn't it?
No, it's health care.
Military doesn't do elective. So
Yes, it does.
You can't get your nose.
Yes, it does.
Your nose.
Yes, it
you can't
does.
get- you
It's
cannot
healthcare,
get plastic
brother.
Surgery done in the military.
It is health care, brother.
Plastic surgery. You want to get your nose done?
You want to talk to some service members?
You want to get an eye lift?
Do you want to
in the
talk to?
military?
Do you want to
can't
talk
get
to
that
some
done.
service members? Do you want to be wrong in front of fucking 1,700 people?
What are you talking about? You're gonna bring something
you-
on? You want to bring
do you
military
want to
service
talk-
people on? I'll
Yeah.
sit here and wait.
Great.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm
You
just
don't have to
gonna
wait
say
that long.
they're
You
not
don't have
real.
to wait that long. Here you go.
I love being the token military friend.
I do too.
Yeah, TRICARE will pay for one elective surgery in your career. So, like, if I wanted to get bigger boobs and told the military, hey, this will make me more effective, they'll pay for me to get boobs.
Really,
Yes.
that's what taxpayer money is going towards.
Yep.
So,
Also, it paid for my bachelor's and my master's.
so it'll pay. It'll pay.
Socialism.
I understand that under Biden that it will pay
Nope, it's done that for decades.
for sex changes,
Gender affirming.
For
care.
gender affirming
gender
care,
affirming
yes.
care, and not the tits. I'm
Are
talking
you
bottoms.
fucking?
Boobs are gender
Did you
affirming
get
care.
hit in the head with something before you came on here?
No, you're
I
no,
don't
you're just being
understand
aggressive.
this.
I'm actually asking honest questions.
But also,
Yeah, but you're asking them as if you're
if
fucking
Marissa has
Fred
honest-
Flintstone.
can honestly answer me?
Maybe just like adjust yourself how you're talking to like other people. You can talk to me like that, but like maybe be a fucking adult when you're talking to somebody else who is, by the way, just came up here and corrected you for being very fucking wrong about something about which you had no idea, right? Trump did this in his first term and probably a little bit of his second term. You think, by the way, just to be crass, you think Donald Trump is denying women military service members boob jobs? That's like the most Trump shit I've ever heard in my entire life. He would make it free. He would make it free to all those who participate. Why don't you come up and start
He's
Dr.
Googling
Daydream?
that's fine.
He might be Googling it.
But also, gender affirming care, such as like surgery,
Boob jobs.
is yes, but I'm talking for like trans service members that are having surgery. That is not an elective surgery, that one specifically. So for a trans service member in the past, obviously they can't do it now, to receive that surgery, there's quite a bit of steps that they have to go through. And one of those is meeting with military psychologists and psychiatrists. And they go through this very similar to how they do it in the civilian world, and very similar to the process for like somebody who starts the process at like say the age 15 or 16. They don't just jump in and get a surgery, right? They have like a lot of hoops to jump through. But once they get through all of those things and it's confirmed that this is appropriate for them and their lived experience, then they cover it. And then for basically every service member who gets put on any type of medication or any kind of procedure like that, there is a cooling off period after that's done where they're considered non-deployable. But not every job in the military requires deployability, and so most of the time they'll be cross-trained into that, or again, they just take the cooling off period, and then once that's over, they're back in their deployable status, and it's not a big deal.
Any thoughts on that?
Yes, I have thoughts on that. So it takes a long time. So say if a transgender individual wants to go into the military for that specific purpose, it will take a very long time for them ever to see action.
Yeah, but most of us in the military don't see action, like you say. So I've gone my entire career, I've never been deployed, so.
Yeah. So,
And I'm in a deployable.
but
Also-
so okay. So
also,
in your,
and-
so in Marissa, your situation. So in your situation, if you went into the military and you specifically asked for that right off the bat, then you're fine. You can go through the process of going through the change and all the everything that is involved with it, and then if you ever need to be, you're available.
Like deployed?
Yes.
Yeah, after you meet the requirements to be deployed. So like there's
How
a
long
cooling
does
off
that?
period.
How long does that take?
It depends on the member.
Well, I guess that it would also depend, and we don't have a doctor here, but how long would it take if you were to go through? Just
Don't we? Don't we though?
how long would it take to have that surgery done, and then be
Again, it completely depends on the service member.
Okay.
Like it really, it genuinely depends on the.
Can I just
Okay, yeah. So
can I
it's
just
a case
quickly,
by case.
Dr. Daydream? Can I just quickly? I would like for you to, as a normal dude, right?
Hey,
acknowledge
dude.
that you were. Acknowledge
Yes,
that you were.
I'm
wrong.
learning. I'm learning here, man.
No. Cool. Great.
Okay, if you're one that didn't dig on me after that, then you're just being a prick about it.
I want you to. You haven't fucking acknowledged shit, brother.
I came into this
You haven't.
situation with this image, and I'm changing it. Don't.
You haven't said shit. Were you wrong?
Yeah, I did not know all this information, and I'm glad that you told me because I didn't know all this stuff. Can we at least?
You want like a fucking cookie? Can we acknowledge how much you've grown so far? No. You were
No.
insistent. You were insistent that you knew this stuff. That like how like you absolutely knew this to be true. You were wrong. I knew that you were wrong. Marissa knew that you were wrong. You dared me to bring up a service member who knew you were wrong.
And I didn't
She-
deny the whole situation, did I?
I know, but you
Because you don't.
for some
wanna
reason it's
have
not
a fucking
clicking to you
conversation,
yet.
do you? You want to.
Of course
be
I do.
right.
Of course I do.
Okay,
I want
so
you to just
can-
figure it out.
Okay, let's do top down. I was wrong. I was wrong
Nice.
about what I understood about the military. My sister was wrong, of which you also said didn't exist, which I still don't like. She
Oh, I'm
does
sorry.
exist.
Well, stop
she
tokenizing her.
doesn't
Then
know
maybe
shit.
maybe I'd believe you.
Okay, she doesn't. She doesn't know shit, and you don't know shit about me.
You don't
Okay,
know
so
shit
I'm at
either,
least-
brother.
I'm at least putting out a fucking olive branch. I'm saying
you're
she
not.
doesn't. Okay, you don't think?
Why are you saying? Why are you saying that your sister doesn't know shit?
Because she told me.
Someone in
she
the
can
chat
no
says
longer-
this guy is a writer. Is that why you're up here?
I don't know.
It's your sister's fault for how little you know about this.
It's my sister's studies, who's a 90s.
A 90s what?
It's a good question.
A 90s what?
She
He's trying to figure out the terminology now.
no.
Yeah, because he used transvestite earlier
Okay,
in the
that-
90s.
that's
She
very
was
cute.
born. She was born male and is now my sister.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Hey, can I tell you who I am really quick?
Meet Eli.
Yeah, I'd like to meet you.
Can I tell you who I am?
Oh, sorry.
So can I at least tell you who I am?
No, I no, you can't. I'm gonna tell you.
Well,
Can
no.
tell me after I tell you who I am, and then I'll listen. Maybe. You ready?
You want to start?
I'd like you to hear it for a fucking second. I'm gonna make sure that your ears are like wide the fuck open, okay? All right. So I am Eli. I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 in January. I spent 13 years active duty, and I'm a trans man. So what were you saying about me? Because I heard you were talking about me.
No, I'm sure you got.
No,
a
you're
text
talking about me.
No, we were talking about my sister,
No, oh, okay. Your sister, who you're letting everybody know.
and we were talking about
Listen,
the
hold on.
politics of
Hey,
the trans
hey,
community in the
big
military.
man, big man, big man.
No! Don't big man me.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
big
You don't
man
like it. You're
Hold on,
scared
no,
now,
let me big
buddy.
man you. I'll talk over you while you talk over me.
You will because you're
the
small. Go
the
ahead.
thing is that we were talking about my sister from the beginning of this entire conversation.
You were talking about how bad it was that we, the taxpayer, pay for transgender surgery in the military. You brought up your sister to tokenize her and to like protect yourself from scrutiny, and then unhinged your jaw and said things you had no idea about. You were speaking specifically about trans service members. Eli is one of those. Marissa came up to correct you as a second service member. I don't know why this is the talking point that you chose to do. Unfortunately for you, I happen to have two experts here that like can kind of like wax poetic about this for kind of a long time. But like the question was, Eli, I don't know if you were in here long enough. The question was, he moved from Democrat to Republican, and I said, why don't you like trans people? And he was like, that's not it. And I said, what was it? And he goes, because Kamala Harris was paying for gender reaffirming care in the military. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
And
I've paid for every little bit of my HRT out of pocket, weirdo.
Dang, dude.
Isn't that fucking cool? Isn't that cute? Because you know what's cute is the fact that they treated me so bad while
But
they were
how did
kicking
you
me
get
out.
that money in your pocket, though?
I have no money now.
I'm kidding. Well, oh, he left.
Oh, that's fucking adorable. They always run. This is why we don't get to talk about ourselves. Because they just meet me and then they're like, oh fuck. I realized that we both have little wee-wees and the only one of us is taking it out on everybody else. The fact that I've grown my own and it's bigger than yours, bro. Like for real.
Like,
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so fucking over it at this point. Like,
I hear
y'all,
you.
they're the biggest cowards on the fucking internet. Won't show their faces, won't say their names, but they have the
This is a new
audacity
thing.
to call me. You calling me? I'm not a keyboard warrior, bro. I served, dude. I served. I know you know.
I also, while Eli's here, I would love to bring this up because I've sat on so many med boards. I've sat on iRilos and ARilos, and like, it is when they talk about like, oh, they can't be deployed because of HRT. The fact there are plenty of service members on multiple mental health medication that go to combat. It is so common.
I've been on an SNRI, an SSRI. I've been on sleep medication. I've been on so many different medications for like my whole entire career. I deployed in 2016, my first deployment to the Middle East. I've been on multiple TDYs. I've been assigned to a fighter squadron. I fucking hate the uniform now. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it because it doesn't represent what I represented, but I love my job. I was a provider. Like I took care of people. So like all the people with the boo-boos, that was my job.
so the other thing is that like the very common sort of through line I'm hearing a lot, which is as Republicans begin to distance themselves from like Donald Trump and MAGA and begin to try and claim that they had nothing to do with this because of all the shit that's happening. I hear a lot every time I used to be a Democrat and now I'm a Republican, and there is never not an instance where I say, what did it? And they go, the left went too far left. And I say, what do you mean? And they go, trans people. It is uniquely only that. If we were just to abandon trans people, all of these fucking mouth breathers would come like storming back into our tent for some reason. And I skip the preamble now. I just go, tell us why you don't like trans people.
Yeah.
And then they just go into it.
But the reason why, all right? I'm about to really hit them where it hurts. I'll use TikTok friendly language for your platform. Yeah, so the reason is because we're your scapegoat and we know it. And we always have been. You like to project all of the things that you're guilty of because your internet browsers are fucking weird, dude. We track that shit. We know what you're looking up. So like when you look up people like me and you wonder what we look like when we're doing the thing that we don't talk about in front of kids, all right? That's fucking weird behavior. To turn around and be like, hey, also, I'm terrified of you. No, you're terrified of yourself. You're terrified of yourself, and you don't want to take accountability for shit. Instead, you want to keep doing weird things to innocent little bodies and then blame people who are just trying to fucking live our lives. That's why all of you want to project your weird shit onto us, and we know it because we're seeing it, and you're still avoiding looking up. I know you all have the 6th grade level comprehension fucking skills of reading, but it's time that you go back to school so that you can open those files and fucking look at them and stop blaming me for the shit that y'all are guilty of. That's why.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
No, you go.
I think for me, I was a security forces member for 10 years, and after that, I was a paralegal in the Air Force. 3 years of those, I was a confinement NCO, and I had kids in there for anything from marijuana to child porn or whatever. But the one person that was like demonized in the squadron was a trans female that was transitioning in the middle of it, and they were treated like absolute dog shit. I mean, it got to the point where I had gone to EO. I don't know if it's the same in the Army or whatever, but EO, equal opportunity, and they wouldn't really do anything about it. And I used to transport where I was in Italy, and I had to transport prisoners 12 hours up to Simbach, Germany.
What year?
It was
Every year.
17, yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
17 to 21.
Okay, yeah, but hold on, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to give the audience some information that people don't know, because the first time I was legally discriminated against for being, let me close this so you don't have to listen to the highway. I just like sitting with my window open. I've got about a few days left of this house before I can't afford my mortgage anymore. Fun fact. And so anyways, I just want to say that what people don't realize is the first time I was told what bathroom I was allowed to use was in 2016 when I deployed. I was not out as a trans person. I was married at the time to my ex-wife, and I was only out as a lesbian. And so I got told, because I wore masculine clothing, I was the only person in the LGBTQIA plus in my unit that was deployed. So at that time, I started getting told that I got written up an LOR for using the wrong bathroom. Single stall bathrooms that had male on one side, female on the other. Everybody used both of them. The doors locked from the inside. Everybody used both, but I was the only one who got told that I couldn't use the bathroom. And when I got back, I tried to go to EO I couldn't, because I was so afraid I would lose. So that was the first time. Now, the reason why I bring that up, that was 2016. What happened to you started around the 2017. It wasn't until 2018. Go fact check me, everyone, because I went and brought this case to the legal office. I brought it to EO overseas, and they said, we never had so many, we need all these details. This is a perfect case, but we can't help. We can't help you because under the protected classes legally, your sexual orientation or your gender identity outside of sex was not a protected class. In the military, we were not protected. So I had nothing that I could fucking do about it. When I got back to the States and I needed housing, I was discriminated against in housing legally. People don't realize these things because they don't really get talked about a lot. But when you put a face to these problems and these issues, they run and they scatter like roaches.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of military people in general are subservient. I'm going to school. I'm about to finish up my degree in poli-sci, and I have I'm up in the PNW, and I'm trying to finish out some of that. I'm an activist in the area, do all that. I think that continuing to shine a magnifying glass on it is a good thing, and things like this that you're doing, man. I mean, it's great. I've watched you for a really long time. I think you're on the right track.
I'm trying to.
I think that we all are that are participating in this, minus your shitty little cucks that come around and
no one in particular.
Jerk off to Mike Pence. But yeah.
No, they don't faze me anymore. They're all weak little weirdos, and most of them are bots, so it's fine.
Ed, appreciate you coming up, dude. Thanks for
GT, can I answer something for the audience? Because somebody is seeming to not understand how you can go from a female to a lesbian to a man. I was a boy who had to hide my identity for 33 years. That's how. Pretty simple. I've always been a boy. I was a boy, and then I was a man. And because of people that were trying to tell me who I was too afraid to tell you the truth. And then finally I said, you know what? I don't care what happens to me. I want to at least let everybody know who I am. That's how. Yeah. That's it.
Before we get back to Dr. Daydream, I think people were pretty keen to figure out your financial situation here, Eli. Myself included.
Yeah.
What's the? I mean, I don't know how much you're willing to disclose here, but
I'm just really bad at this, dude. I'm used to not being on this end of it, and so it's really hard for me. It's like my red flag.
Yeah, I get it. I would be too. But so like, what are we talking about?
I talked to you how to get a hold of you, but I just it feels really.
You know, my
Or you
mother has the same fucking problem.
So
I
does
think that-
mine.
Yeah.
There's only one person in the world that has like immediate access, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Well, so meantime, your Venmo's in the bio, right?
It is, and I'm getting shaky because I'm really bad at it.
Great. You're fine. Let's just do that for now, and then we'll
Eli,
we'll
also,
connect.
get in touch with the VA.
Yeah, they're really ass right now. Just so you know.
I know.
Really?
Really ass. Like
Wait,
I
hang
sat on my one pair of glasses recently, and I was like, just the other day, I was like, oh my god, I got to really take care of these glasses that are not even the right prescription because the military rushed me out so fast. Made me try to sign an NDA, and I said no. Absolutely fucking not. And then, yeah, I'm about to be the biggest whistleblower ever, and I'm so excited. Y'all are gonna need to look out for me, but I'm about to unload some stuff pretty soon. I'm a very excited man right now about it. The ACLU and Sparta Pride just contacted me.
Nice, dude.
Good.
Yeah. So
Do you have a little GFM?
I'm been being asked to make one, and if I'm going to be, I'll just be so transparent. My POTS has gotten really bad recently, and I've been having a hard time taking hot showers. But recently, I've been spending a lot of time on the phone with close personal friends to try to just get me to drink water and eat and stuff because
Sure.
bad the cortisol levels have gone up. I'm only being this vulnerable because I want people to know that like we only show certain extents on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of why.
Okay. So, all right. We don't have to do this right now, but these are solvable problems. I mean, well, certain
They're big
things are
problems,
solvable.
but there's solutions if I accept help.
Getting a website set up is a solvable problem. We can get that done. So like, and also there are people literally fucking clamoring to do that for you. So we can circle back and do this in a less public scenario.
I appreciate it.
Just depends.
I gotta.
Yeah, hear you.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends. So many people have been like, first of all, let me just say this really quick. Thank you to everybody who has sent me a message. I promise you it's not going unnoticed. I love them so much, and I'm trying very like slowly. I'm doing very tiny bursts of internet social activity right now. So don't think that I don't love it and appreciate it and that I'm not noticing it. It's very kind.
Did you read like, did I write this down somewhere? I feel like I've given this exact same this same speech. Like, I'm taking a break from the internet, but I'm reading your messages. That's the same thing that I've said. I can't tell you how many fucking times, but I heard, dude. That's me right in the feels. It's a little different. I don't want to co-op, but like, you know.
No, dude, it's just like having people. I mean, I've like just had like a lot of heavy blows, and I don't want to pour them all out right now, back to back, dude. And like the abundance of love, honestly, that I'm seeing right now has made every fucking like second of suffering worth it, and continues to make it worth it because you make me want to keep fighting.
It's also not an accident. I think that like you get what you give, kid, and you give a lot. So you should expect it in kind, I think, a little bit. And I'm more than happy to at least do the only thing that I can do, which is just put you in front of this plenty of people who are very kind. So we'll do this later. We'll do it later. Having Dr. Daydream, how easy this has been for our friend Eli here. Any new thoughts?
No, they're the same thoughts. I wish I could have spoken to him.
Why'd you leave?
I called my sister.
Okay.
You're not going to believe it. So why would I?
I can.
And she said that was basically correct on aspects, but wrong.
What was?
my opinions. It's
Your opinions were wrong, but correct on certain aspects.
on my opinions. Yes, she found aspects of my opinions that were right, but
Like,
no, I'm coming out of a Republican Party family, and her being the first outspoken Democrat, and then I'm trying to be the edgy individual who's trying to push more Republican, but I thought I was doing something, but I'm not.
mm-hmm.
And apparently, I was. I want to talk to Eli because I felt like everything I had said prior to me leaving, I need to talk to Eli.
I have certain thoughts about
Marissa posted on it and talked about it, and she changed my mind about the entire fucking government aspect.
Look at us. Look at us.
I was wrong.
Growth.
I was wrong, and it's like
Nice.
I feel like I didn't know that I was wrong,
Okay.
and I'm
That-
sorry.
hey,
I wanted to talk
that's all
to
we can-
Eli because I wanted to say like
That's
hey,
all we can ask for. We can ask Eli if he'd like to talk to you, but I think that certain things demanding
I'm not
emotional-
demanding anything. I'm not
emotional
demanding
labor. No,
him
I'm
to talk
saying-
to me.
I'm
It's
saying
just-
in
it's
this
just-
instance,
Eli and those in his those in his world. I'm sorry.
hey, I can't accept your apology, but that's
Yeah,
I know how
exactly,
hard that is.
right.
I know how hard that is. That's so
Yes,
like
I was
can,
wrong. I
Great.
came on here thinking otherwise, and I'm here to say I'm wrong.
That's hard to do, and I appreciate that aspect at least.
I'll
was
say
wrong.
this. Apologies, like while that's step one, right? So like right now, my tolerance for an apology, I've had respectfully people that I knew for 15 years who I was begging not to vote for, like to either vote or to not vote for him. And I had people that I never thought would turn their back on me have recently come to me and been like, all I did was unblock them to send them pictures of the e-files. Honestly, nothing even about me. I didn't even have to send anything about me. And they because they hadn't gone and looked on themselves, I unblocked them just long enough to see that they read it, responded, and blocked them as they were responding to me because of how grossed out I am by people right now. So what I'm paying attention to is those people in my life to see how they're what they're doing with that apology before I feel like I can accept it entirely. I do respect a person that can admit when they're wrong, even now, because we need as many people as we possibly can get to like realize, hey, we have one common enemy here. We have one common enemy. I've been screaming it for years, but you know what? I'd rather you admit you're wrong than continue to just suck up all the pride in the room and say, I'm not letting go of it. What I will ask is that if you love your sister, if you give a shit about the few days, would be living out of my truck because I've already like started moving half of my shit into it. Because ICE has been 30 minutes down the like I know my community. I know my neighbors. I know their names. They know that they can run to this house and hide in this house if they need to, because I'm not letting them get taken. And I know that 30 minutes west of me, ICE has been going door to door for over a week now, because I have people texting me and messaging me. So like, if you care about your sister, if you really care, then you need to start like doing a lot more listening and a lot less.
Well, that started
talking
tonight,
part.
and
Nice.
I'm sorry that it took this long.
Well,
So-
now it's time to
Apologies don't
it.
begin to start the rolling back of the carpet.
Yeah, it's literally the scraping the bottom of the barrel bottom, but at least you're admitting that. And now it's like dude, I'm gonna tell you, whatever support you might think that you have on that side is like it's not real. They're all fake and they're not gonna have your back. The support on this side, these are good fucking people.
To that end, what I would like for you to consider in closing here, what I'd like for you to consider is, if you were wrong about this, what else might you have been incorrectly told about certain things?
what other things that has pushed you towards the right might you have been incorrect about? And I think that like it's a useful exercise, and
those are big questions. Yeah.
that like I'm going to be asking a lot of people in the coming months who find themselves in a similar situation where like the party that you voted for is rapidly becoming something that they no longer identify with. And I think that it's important that we identify certain other things that like I will reiterate that like it was not scream at you and admit that you were wrong. And it takes a certain amount.
I didn't want to stop the conversation. I didn't mean to leave.
Sure. It takes a certain, I will just say this, like you can do harm, but also possess a certain type of character that allows for that harm to be rolled back. And that like, and like, that's important. And I think that, and not completely unique, but few and far between these days with the right. And I think that like it's hard for people to commend you, but it's also like that's a character trait of yours that's going to be important. And I think that like it's good that you have that. And I would say that like swimming around in uncomfortable conversations is important for you and dudes like you who possess the ability to acknowledge when you were wrong. Because the only way we learn is by not knowing something and then learning something. And like
I still don't like that you said my sister wasn't.
You're right, and I apologize. It is coming from a place of,
I understand where that's coming from.
Sure.
But that I got
being on the internet.
I got defensive
You're right,
on a place.
and I apologize. Absolutely.
I got defensive on a place that I
which is valid.
Standing on.
Which valid. And so like, and the reason why it sounded shady was that like somebody with this proximity to somebody like in this life was not congruous with like how we see other siblings.
Right,
I mean,
the fact I'm not condemning you.
Right. No, I know.
Anybody else.
So let me apologize. That's my fault. I shouldn't have done that.
I apologize and thank you.
We're all sorry. Come back anytime. Appreciate you.
I'm not sorry for anything. I didn't.
I don't think you have. You don't do shit.
I've gotten to the point where I say what I mean, and then if I say something wrong when I say it, then I need to take accountability and learn and grow. Sure. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't speak ahead of myself now, because that's part of what I've learned about making my own mistakes in the past, right? Like nothing egregious like vote for DJT, but you know.
Yeah. And, you know, again, like I think for what it's worth, I think that like, I've said this a lot of times. I feel icky sometimes calling people who are the subject of a conversation like this, be it trans people or black people or brown people or immigrants or gay people or whatever, not doctors. I don't give a shit about them. I think that, but calling them in to like sort of tokenize them in these conversations feels weird to me. And I don't like exploiting your emotional labor on my behalf. And I get kind of like both sides of this, where it's just like, you need representation in these conversations, but also I also think that sometimes people get the message from me a little bit better than the communities that they're demonizing. That's not true in this case. I think that like you being here, and definitely Marissa just correcting him was sort of crucial and pivotal, and I really appreciate you being here for that. And sorry, and thanks again.
Thank you for saying that genuinely and acknowledging that, because I'm going to be so honest. It's getting harder and harder. It's feeling more and more isolating as a trans person. And that's what what I'm hearing from. So, cause like I've become this like unintentional like representer of the trans community, not just on TikTok, but like the right wing took my video on Facebook and there's about 500 comments about all the ways that they want to do really gross things to me. And then like the Instagram people have found my videos and monetized off of them, not tagging me. And so when it comes to like, we end up being just like a clickbait topic. But like when it comes to actual activism, the people within my community, like I get so many DMs and that I genuinely want to like share everyone's story consensually. Because it's so shitty that like most of what I'm hearing right now is how scared like that, like generally across like intersectionally the communities everyone is like because they're feeling not properly represented, but like the trans community we don't even feel talked about enough, like at all. And it's hard to talk about something if you don't know about that, and there's not a lot of us. Like we're the tiny percent of the population. I think from my perspective, I would rather people not run away from the conversation in general. I would like for people to learn A, B, and C so that you can have A, B, and C. I don't expect you to know the ins and outs of the rest of the alphabet when it comes to each community, but know enough that you're not saying anything incorrect, know enough that you're not harming the community. And then it's okay to say, outside of that, I don't have representation here to speak on it. And I also don't know enough about that topic. What I can say at the end of the day is, human beings shouldn't be able to determine whether or not other human beings should have autonomy over their bodies. That's like and that could hold true for abortion. That could hold true for literally so many topics. So that's my take on it. But the fact that you even recognize it, I appreciate it. Truly.
I try to be,
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, thanks, Marissa, by the way, for coming up here and speaking and letting me take over the floor, because I've listened to you before. I think we might have even been up here together before once, but I just wanted to tell you thank you for speaking on behalf and for using the information and education that you have to speak about us. I appreciate that. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Let's talk offline though.
Sounds good.
Okay, great.
I want to say thank you because everybody's been asking me to check my apps. I just tried to restart my computer. I feel like it would be rude of me to not try to look really quick, just to at least briefly say "holy shit," if that's all right. I'm gonna look and use my phone. Hold on, just a second.
It's fine. We're just hanging out. My cat's ready for bed. I'm also ready for bed. So we'll just do this. Then we'll go to bed. My eyes are hurting.
I was falling asleep when that guy came up. And then he brought up the military, and I was like, okay, I'll get my headphones.
How'd we do?
I have so many fucking people sending me money right now. I don't even know what to fucking do about it. Like, and this has happened to me before, and I don't even know what. I know. I only scrolled like maybe like a little through my Venmo. I just came back because it's like, holy fucking people, y'all are always. I'm not good at this part.
I know it's not easy, but like, yeah. Hey, I think the psychology of GoFundMe is weird, where it is, people like seeing that number go up. So think about doing that. I think that it's also like being able to like see a community do something is like, there's a weird psychology there, and so it's often more beneficial if we can do that. But I think in the meantime,
I've been being fed for the last about 3 weeks now. I've been being fed, and my dogs have been being fed off of Venmos and Cash Apps. So
it's good that we have this community. It's also, hopefully we can find something sustainable for you that, like, that's not my expertise, and I don't know what that looks like, but it's an enormous community, so there's got to be, short term we'll do this, and long term we'll do something else.
Okay.
You're not. Unfortunately, you are not. You hardly. This is not like. I don't know how this is going to land. So it's tough all over, and it's like you. I don't know if there's like, if this is encouraging to know that like you're not alone in this, and it's like a lot of people are going through this, but it's also like this is true for so many people, and it's never not frustrating and heartbreaking, especially for our community. We just did a big sort of fundraiser for people in similar situations, and yeah,
That's all my lives are, bro. I don't know if you knew, but we've been trying to raise money for a guy named, he's my friend, Adam, and because he has really, really like, just like, I don't want to talk about his situation too much, but he had a really big goal, and multiple people came together, and today he hit the goal that he needs to like literally stay alive.
yeah.
And I know there's so many people. I could sit here and list a million people, but we've been doing fun. That's all my lives are just like fundraisers, because that's like literally right now it's just mutual aid is what's going to get us all through. And
And also, you know, and this is important, and this is something that we just did for Terry the other night, which is like Terry, you know, Tokyo Terry, our friend Tokyo Terry, going through chemo, insurance, had a hiccup. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And like, it's the sort of thing where she's saying there's so many other people that need this. And like, yeah, sure. But also like your struggle and hardship is not made less or more based on somebody else's. And so like and it doesn't sound like yours is particularly easy. So I think that like don't lessen yours in comparison to somebody else's. I think that like everybody's just going through.
I have to remind myself to look at my situation objectively, because man, I'm like, I've been in the military for 13 years. I just got out a year ago. I'm out of nowhere, and so I'm used to just being the one that's handling shit. And like at some point, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I can't handle this anymore by myself.
Yeah.
And that's a really humbling feeling. It's extremely humbling, especially like I'm presenting for the very first time like a dude, to like perceived correctly, right? Like I'm presenting for the first time for the last few months being perceived correctly, and life as like, it's a totally different fucking experience to go from being able to express my emotions all the time and it was fine, to now it's like I'm fighting the patriarchy so hard because I don't want to lose Eli. Because of how we can't like express our shit. But somebody just asked me, I still had my dogs. I did lose my boy last month, the day after my birthday, on the 21st. I lost my boy, my 4-year-old. He did not make it, for anybody who did not see. And that's kind of why I ended up where I'm at. I was trying to get the fuck out of Texas, but now I am stuck 11 minutes from base where I was living when I was kicked out still. I had a top surgery consult scheduled. I had to cancel it because my dog got really sick. And so it's just like back to back kind of like stuff like that. And so I like people, I feel like I can't just accept, like, I just kind of want to explain more about why, like I didn't know I was going to end up where I'm at.
I understand the impulse. I also don't think that it's necessary, but I also think context does help. I don't know.
I just feel like it's hard to take. I don't know. I know I'm not. I don't know. It's hard. It's sorry. I'm not. I told you I'm bad at this, dude. We can talk off app.
Don't apologize. You're doing fine.
All right.
No, it's fine. Yeah, we can talk about doing something. No problem. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. It's fucking.
Lysandra did too. Can you do me a favor? And give her a hug for me when you see her.
Deal.
Please. And just like make sure she knows it's from me. You don't even have to tell her why. I look up to her and I'm just like, I think about her a lot, and yeah.
Great. I'll make it super weird.
Cool. Yeah, it has to be if it's from me.
Great. That's not what I was saying.
Oh, you know what? All right, I'm going to close on this. On a happy note, I literally went into my drafts to post something that has nothing to do with anything. It is just a silly, goofy, weird, if you want to see me doing weird I posted it so that joy is critical. At this point in time, they are trying to overwhelm us, and it is it is like literally critical that people keep some sort of like resistance. And sometimes all we have is quite literally putting a smile. If you think my first idol as a child was Robin Williams, like that was my first person I looked up to, and I know that there are just like these little blessings that walk around, like that want to keep everybody smiling, and I look up to them, and that's what I'm trying to put more out there with. So if you want to like go have a smile, I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you do the things. It's not for that. Just to go like have a nice release, something to laugh at. My most recent video is like something to just for y'all, not for me.
Joy as an act of resistance.
Yep.
All right. Appreciate you.
Love you, dude.
Thanks for coming up here.
I love the whole
Let's talk
everybody
soon.
who's been showing me love. Thank you for the gifts, and thank you for if you've sent me something, I will try to sit there to, like when we get off and thank you for it. Genuinely, I appreciate you.
They don't expect it, but that's very sweet of you.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks, Eli.
Later.
Appreciate you. All right, kid.
Bye, Eli.
Chin up. Thanks, Marissa.
You know,
Go to bed.
anytime.
Go to bed. Don't. That's all.
Okay,
You're the best. Appreciate you.
thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. I'm going to take this cat. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to show. Oh, come here. Yeah, come here. Come here. I have to ignore her. And then she'll come sit with me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come on. No. Fuck. God damn it, dude. Come here. Come here, cutie. Come here. No, just. You were so close. Ugh. I gotta just take her downstairs. We're going to sleep. Off the desk. She was so close, and then I paid attention to her. That's my fault. Now she's just a gargoyle. No dogs for free. Oh fuck. I'll be on a fucking Discord. God damn it. All right. Stay tuned for a little Eli bump. We'll just keep doing it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball. Fuck it, we ball. I don't care. I'll ask for more fucking dildos. Not that I've sent them out. Not that they're not sitting right here still and fucking labeled and everything. God damn it. I just need 20 minutes, dude. Give me a fucking hour, please. Okay. Insertables? Gee whiz. Calm down. Calm down, dude. I'm gonna blush. Good night. Good night. Love you, mean it. Hey, you know, I'm gonna wax poetic about how good this community is, but you've heard it a million times. But it, you know, doesn't hurt to say it again. You guys are pretty special. And Tapley tomorrow, I guess. We're doing it. Tapley? Tapley? Good night. Good night, love you. Mean it. See you tomorrow. Bye. Gosh, me. You wanna go to sleep? Do you wanna go to sleep, baby? Night, cutie. Oh, you're so cranky. What a cranky. You're so cranky. What a cranky.
Can catch up and go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Dogman got 1 million a little while ago, within
Yeah.
the week ago, so we can do